And she was like, oh, I want a lead soldier or,
Toy soldier,
lead
because then I find the
toy
plastic
soldier.
ones.
And she gets like a half of a one with legs. And she posts it on TikTok and it goes viral.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Uh,
no, that was actually, I think, legs of porcelain thing. But
yeah. The
still,
Dutch boy.
I
It
mean,
was a Dutch
yeah,
boy.
the Dutch boy. Yeah. But seriously, we were both like, come on now, we want a whole one. We asked for a whole one and you give us a half one.
Yeah.
Or a headless. I think I found a headless one. I think my video with the headless one is on TikTok. But, oh my gosh, that's awesome. I can't wait to see that.
And then I may have found gold. I sent you a picture. I know a lot of people are creeped out by stuff like that,
Not
so
a
I don't
gold
know.
ring.
I probably won't post. Well, I might post the picture. I'm not sure.
You need to post a picture and do a TikTok, of course, and an Instagram and all that good stuff. We won't talk about that, but yeah, it's something we find quite often. I know last time I think you found some.
Yeah, same.
What did you find? That
No,
was the
yep, I found the same
same
thing, but it was
type thing,
a
wasn't
bit
it?
longer. Yeah, a bit more of it.
And I think I found a human tooth last time, so that was
Yep.
But yeah, we find those things. I remember when I was metal detecting in the river like 10 years, that was probably 20 years ago. I was metal detecting in the Guadalupe and this one spot, and, all kinds of things wash up. And I didn't find it I didn't find it with my metal detector because there was no metal in it, but I found a whole set of dentures. I still have them in my case. But yeah, that's interesting. It's definitely gold, I would definitely guess. So that gives you all a hint of what she found. So
Yeah, yep, exactly. It sure does.
teeth
Um,
related.
yeah, yep. And yeah, I mean, I found a brooch that like the glass is, I see, I don't know the correct term for it. It's like embossed, an embossed rose in the
It's,
glass on a
I would
brooch.
say carved.
Yeah,
I would say carved.
because it's sticking out of it.
Um, yeah, it definitely embossed.
Can you tell I'm
Maybe.
tired? I still haven't caught up on the sleep that I neglected the
Oh,
past two
me
nights.
neither. Me neither. I mean, the drive to my family reunion
Oh
and
yeah,
the
tell us about
drive
your.
back,
y-
and
Now, don't you get out
well,
detecting when you go out that way,
I
right?
always do.
Awesome.
The beauty of it. Little backstory. So I was several years ago. I can't remember. Maybe 4 years ago. I was at a metal detecting hunt, and that's the beauty again of metal detecting hunts, which we'll talk about later, but we talked about last week with Scott, but how awesome it is to go to these events. But I was at an event with, I think Garrett sent me, and it was in Florida, and I'm sitting there getting ready to leave, and this couple walks up next to me, and they're like, hey, we follow you. Can we take a photo? Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, sure. And I'm like talking to them, and I'm like, where are you from? And they go, oh, we're from Graham, Texas. And I'm like, what? What? I've got cousins that live there. We have our family reunion near there every year. And so, lo and behold, I met I met Herbie and his wife there, and oh my gosh, we just hit it off ever since. And they even, I think she had a job where she worked with my cousin and went to school with another cousin of mine. And I'm like, oh my gosh, what a small world.
Wait,
And so
are you talking
come
about
to find out,
Herbert Lee, like his wife Marla?
yeah,
Okay, I was like,
yeah, Marla.
who are we
Is
talking about?
Marla in chat?
No,
Marla
I'm not.
sometimes joins us.
Yeah, I can't get into
And
that.
Marla Lee, I'm sorry, I'm not in chat as well. I think my laptop is still in my car. It's how
Okay, so
much I've been
you
on
got
the
we're not
go
in
and I
chat.
haven't done
Neither
it.
one of us are in chat tonight. Sorry, guys. But okay, so you were
Sorry,
hanging out with
folks.
Herbert and Marla.
Herbert and Marla, and so they live in Graham, Texas, which is not far from where we have our um, family reunion every year this time of the year. And I message them and say, hey, what's up? And we're like worried about the weather because it never rains in West Texas.
Mhm.
But of course, it decided to rain a little, but that was okay because we worked around it and managed to meet up and went to a dump, and I dug in the dump with them. And oh my gosh, if you have not met them, oh my gosh, they go to a lot
They do.
of, like I said, I met them in Florida, and then they go to all of these events, and they're coming to my event coming up in November and the beginning of November. And they came last year. They're just great friends, and they even offered for me to come when I come up, maybe possibly in a few weeks. I don't know yet. Um, to come back, and I'm going to be metal detecting with my cousins. They know my cousins, and all of these family members up there, and we're going to do some more digging. We've got to metal detect at a private property, and I just didn't get long enough because, I had a family reunion to go to. But long story short, we got to go to a dump that I went to previous last year, and Herbie and Marla are just the best. And if you don't know Marla, I just have to say, Marla, if she's listening, she is a hoot. She is so much fun to hang out with. And Herbie is just as
Yeah.
passionate as I am, and you are, and all of our fellow diggers. Um, and they are just the best couple to hang around with and go treasure hunting with and just, friends with. I mean, you don't meet any better people. And so I get to go not only metal detect with them, but dig in a dump, and we found some amazing stuff. And so I'll, of course, have a video. But, oh, my gosh, I love this hobby.
Yeah. And they are. I met them in New Jersey, and they were awesome. Awesome to finally get to meet them both.
They
And I
really
can't
are.
wait.
And they're such an amazing couple.
I can't wait to see
It's
the video.
fun.
I do have to say I watched your what is it, metal detecting a World War II site? The latest video you have out?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That was crazy.
I was like, that is the biggest hole full of bullets I have ever seen. The, how
You
many?
know,
I forget now. How many bullets did you
I
end up
can't
pulling
remember
from
how
that?
many she found. So, I
That's all.
mean, they had to be standing there just practicing.
Yep.
And so we are metal detecting on a fort. And when you come to Texas, I will bring you there. And it's a World War II, not only fort, but they also had a POW camp there as well. And not only that, there's old homesteads on the property. I mean, it's just amazing. And I've found a dog tag. I found amazing, amazing stuff. Besides the bullet casings you find every time, but even practice. Uh, I don't know if you watched to the end, but where we were finding, pieces of grenades that had been exploded and practiced. Practice, can you imagine
No.
practicing throwing a grenade and,
Yeah.
blowing up in the air and all these explosives? I mean, I only videoed just a little bit. I was finding them left and right. It was flipping amazing.
Yeah, I don't know how, like, no, that it's cool to find, cool to hear you find, but no, you know.
Well, it was a blast. So yeah, y'all be sure and check out my latest video on Zero Discrimination YouTube channel, my YouTube channel. Um, I guess I posted it later in the week, so I haven't had as many views as I normally have, but I hope you'll go check out my latest video, and hopefully I will get sometime this week, since it's slow starting because of my recent travels. I hope to get another video uploaded from my Roatan, Honduras trip,
Hmm.
beach detecting video uploaded. And then the following week, I'm finally getting caught up with some videos that I can upload. But should be some exciting videos coming, so be sure and stay tuned and go check out my YouTube channel. I appreciate it. It
Awesome.
helps me immensely because this is all I do now. So it helps me for
Yeah.
you to view it all the way to the end.
Yes. And I even watch the commercials. I'm like, oh, you know what?
And hey, folks, if you haven't watched my videos lately, just be sure and listen and watch because Amanda does my infomercials, my um, hey, check out Gypsy
Oh,
Joe's
yes. Yeah. Oh, no.
website and www.gypsydigs.com, and her beautiful voice and her amazing voice. And I'm so grateful and thankful for you, Amanda. I tried listening today. I was sharing our podcast with someone, and I was like, I cannot listen to myself. I just can't do it. But Amanda sounds so professional and so amazing, and so
I feel the
yeah.
same way though.
Um,
So it's one of those things I don't like. I go back and try to listen to catch some stuff and to make sure I covered certain things, and I'm like, my voice. So I think it's
oh
just,
gosh.
yeah, it's just,
Speaking of
you,
your voice, we are our worst enemy. But
yeah.
speaking of your voice, you will be having surgery next Wednesday,
Mm.
and so we will be taking a pause on our podcast. But if
Yeah.
you will, we will really, really, really appreciate it if you go back and listen, maybe catch up on some podcasts that you couldn't make it, and listen to them, because let the ads play, because we really appreciate all of our supporters, all of our listeners. Um, it's
Oh, yeah.
You are a blessing. You're what makes this possible. So please, please, please just listen, let it play. We appreciate it.
Yeah, we've never said.
Ask Alexa to play them.
Yeah. So the system automatically puts in the commercials, and we started doing that so it would actually pay for the Skype. So it costs to have a phone
Yeah, because
number
it's
and costs to
expensive.
be, and then it pays for Spreaker to be able to do lives and stuff. And I know it's Gypsy and I are still discussing what we're going to do with the fact that at the end of this
Oof,
year,
it's
Spreaker,
coming up.
yeah, it is. Spreaker will no
We got
longer
to make a
allow us.
decision soon.
Yeah, Spreaker won't let us go live, so we're looking at the different things, whether we keep Spreaker and at the same time that we're recording Spreaker that might air at a different point that we're live on another platform, or yeah, so that's still in the works. And actually surgery is this week, this Wednesday, so in 2 days. So but still hoping that, maybe there might be a pause for, I don't know, pause for a week, hopefully not too long. There are a lot of great shows. We've had a lot of awesome guests. Hope to have quite a few awesome guests coming up. I know this summer was not actually so far this year, and I can't believe it's September. This year has not been the year that I think any of us have planned. Um, and whether it's been exciting new adventures or just changes, and it seems that way quite often. that what you have planned and put out there is doesn't go to plan. We should, you know, and